Hey everyone and welcome. I'm Matt with Chaparral Motorsports. Check us out at chapmoto.com for all of your riding needs. Today we're going to take a look at the all-new Troy Lee Designs SE4 full face helmet. Let's have a look. We're finally able to get our hands on the all-new Troy Lee Designs SE4 full-face dirt helmet, and let me tell you, this thing is incredible. It has an all-new ventilation scheme, it's made with new materials, and they've completely rebuilt this helmet from the ground up. Now, before, their SE3 was their flagship premier helmet for many, many years, and now with the SE4, it really raised that bar and set a new standard. Troy and his team really put a lot of emphasis in this thing to make it one of the safest helmets out on the market. So let's go ahead and run through all the features, pull it out one by one, that way you get a better understanding of what it is that you're paying for in a premium full-face dirt helmet such as the SE4. Let's start this off with sizes. Extra small through XX is your range. They're utilizing 3 external shell sizes along with 3 EPS sizes. Now that's really going to come into play when it comes to fitment. It's going to be a better fitting, more custom fitting helmet. Now the external shell is made with a carbon Kevlar blend, so it's lightweight, very durable. This is a size extra large and we weighed it in at 3.5 pounds, which is still really impressive. When you get into the medium and large sizes, which are more common, you're going to be closer to that 3-pound mark. So extremely lightweight, and it's very well balanced. It definitely feels a lot lighter than the SE3. One thing that you are going to notice when you try the helmet on is that you're going to have a lot of room in the ear area, so it's going to be very comfortable and also allow you to hear things that are coming up beside you. Now let's jump right into the ventilation system because it's been completely revamped as well. We'll start off with the chin bar. Now you have multiple intake vents here. They are a little bit larger. You have the mesh screens in front of them to help block the debris from coming into the helmet. But if you notice that the mouthpiece is actually all new. It's now integrated into the chin bar. You don't have that external piece to fall off, get damaged, or even something else to break in the event of a crash, which is really nice. Now, up on the brow here, this is completely different and brand new as well. You have 4 intake ports here that are actually going to drive air right into the goggles. So it's going to help to dry that sweat to keep it out of your eyes and also help to cool you down on the forehead. At the brow, you have multiple intake vents here as well, and then you're going to have 2 more just behind the visor. Now, by doing this, they were able to eliminate the top scoop, which again is another piece to possibly catch and break or whatever. And now you can also put a GoPro mount, so you can get that cool POV angle on the top of the helmet. If we take a look at the back vents, the exhaust vents, you have multiple vents here to pull out that hot, moist air, create that negative pressure, and really do a great job at sucking the air completely through all the channels in the helmet to cool you down. One of the other cool vents that I like is the one at the very back. That just goes to show you that this thing is completely well ventilated and is really going to pump the air through. So big emphasis on that, huge performance aspect. Now we can jump right into the visor because it's been completely redesigned as well. New angles, new lines, it's going to flow more air, be more aerodynamic, and they've also taken away the titanium screws and they replaced them with plastic. That wasn't to save costs, that was more as a safety feature because now the visor can break away much easier in the event of a crash and potentially reduce their rotational force. One last thing that I do want to mention before we make our way inside the helmet is that this is DOT and SNELL rated for safety. Now we can move on to the inside of the helmet. What we just went over is more on the performance aspect. So let's talk about what's going to keep you safe. They're using a triple density EPS liner, and they've also increased the EPS by 13% in the headband area. So that's going to be this brow portion and also on the sides of the helmet. So by increasing the EPS, it's going to absorb more impact, and by having triple density in there, it's going to cover all aspects or all scenarios in the event of a crash. So low speed, mid speed, and high speed crashes. They've also combined that with the Mips system, which is a multi-impact protection system. That's going to reduce rotational forces because it's going to allow the helmet to move ever so slightly, mimicking the cerebral spinal fluid in the brain. So that's what's really going to save you in the event of a crash. They've also completely lined the chin bar with EPP. This is a lightweight foam that's extremely absorbent when it comes to impact. So you're completely covered with this helmet. Now, the internal guts of this thing, the actual liner and the cheek pads, all been completely changed as well. They're all 3D molded, so you're going to have a really nice fit on the cheek pads, the jawline, and at the back of the helmet. And also, what they've done here is extend the back just a bit to give you more coverage on the back of your head. The material that they're using is Cool Max and Max Dry. This is moisture wicking. It is removable and completely washable. And I really like the design they went on the emergency cheek pads. If you pull out and up like you're supposed to, you'll see how the slots are designed. So they remove very easy from the helmet. So if you're ever down and the emergency personnel needs to attend to you, they can safely remove the helmet. Now if I take a look at the inside here, remove all the internal lining, you can see that it has, again, a very nice shape to it. You have all the cutouts with no connective mesh, and it's also eject ready. So you just pull this tab off, slap it on, and you're good to go. I'll just take the other side out to give you a good shot at what that liner looks like with the Mips system. I'll also undo this. Titanium D-rings, by the way, which is a very nice add-on. Just prevents corrosion, it just looks cool as well. And now you can see all of the channeling in this helmet to flow all of that air completely across the crown, and you can see how that Mips system works. It's going to have just a little bit of slip to allow that helmet to move to, again, reduce those rotational forces. So there's been a lot of innovation in this helmet. They really spent a lot of time in R&D. They did a lot of testing. They even camouflaged the helmet for some time in the regular season because Troy wanted the riders to be wearing this helmet as soon as possible. So there's a quick look at the all-new SE4 helmet from Troy Lee Designs. For more info and to see all of your color options available, head to the site shapmoto.com, and don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube. Thanks for hanging out today. I'm Matt. We'll see you next time.